Hey guys, how you guys doing? Vuyo Khala here, head of youth from Eagle's Eye Business Chamber. Today we're here with a good friend of ours, Greg, a successful restaurateur in his own right. I'll allow him to add a little bit more to his introduction. Greg, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
See, buddy, can you just tell us a bit about your background, how you got into restaurant business?
Sure. How much time have you got?
I'm here for the whole day.
Yeah, it's always been a passion. I think a passion. If you don't do this with passion, it becomes a prison sentence.
Yeah.
It's got to be part of who you are. So way back when I can remember, even in the military, I was volunteered for the catering corps, and from there went into restaurants, hotels, hospitality. It's just been in the blood for 35 years.
They say never trust the skinny cook, chef.
Indeed, indeed. Have you seen this?
That means the food is good. So tell me, in terms of your restaurant business, what's been your biggest failure and what have you learned from it?
Sure. I would have to say, working for a franchise where the franchisor was not committed to the franchisees. Restaurant business is not for sissies. It's not easy. And you've got a lot of responsibility with the staff and the food and the customers. So it's multifaceted. Um, and if you have got a godfather, you need them to be on your side. You know. So I had a couple of franchises back in the day. It didn't work out so well for me, and I always vowed I'd never go back into franchising again. But I think that's a mistake. I think if you have the right partnership with the right people, everybody can benefit. Um, so I would have to say the franchise came at the right time for me in my life, but I also learned a lot, good and bad.
Mm. So obviously we sat outside your restaurant now, the famous Gregos, good pizza, good food, good vibes. Tell me, what's the plans moving forward with Gregos?
So the Gregos is here in Ramsey on the West Rand. We are committed to becoming the community hangout. This is what we want to see: families, pets, dogs chilling at Del Gregos. Okay, the idea is good food, good service, good people. Our little slogan is: "Where customers become friends," and this is what we're pushing. Every restaurant needs a USP, so a unique selling point. We're sitting at Africa Paddle with the paddle courts. That gives us a bit of an edge over some of our competitors. But all the paddle courts have got restaurants, so it's not the be all and end all.
Yeah.
Um, any restaurant will tell you they give you good service. Any restaurant will tell you they give you good food. So we need to get the people in here. We need them to experience it for themselves so that they can be our mouthpiece. But if I can see this place flooded with people, kids running around, bringing their dogs and so forth, that's the dream achieved.
Coach, in your own words, what would you describe as being successful in the restaurant business?
I'd like to say a lot of money, but I think, as I said earlier, this is a passion. This is a way of life. We don't have the privilege of being a certain type of person at home and then a different type of person at work. You are. This is an extension of your home, and home is an extension of this place. A lot of my customers have been to my home because we become mates here, and then they go and chill with us at our place. You know. So
Where I trust the food is free.
no, they must pay. They, but it is a passion. It's not for everybody. Granted, if you spoke to my landlord, he'll tell you that he's done construction, he's done farming, and he's seen restaurateuring, and he said the restaurateuring is not for him. He said it's really hard work,
Yeah.
and you can only handle the hard work if you're passionate about it. Otherwise, it's tough. It's not easy. Um, what would make it a success in my eyes is obviously if we can take enough bread home, to sustain ourselves. But if I hear people saying, "Have you had the pizza at Del Gregos? Have you had that burger?" I myself am not a burger person. Right? When I came here and I inherited the burger, so it's not credit to me; it's a credit to the staff and who was here before me. But it's a darn good burger,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I just want to see happy people.
happy people.
That's it.
In the restaurant business, how important is it to be people orientated?
If you're not, don't do it. Because then I use this phrase a lot, probably with you as well. It becomes a prison sentence.
Yes.
And you are either a people's person or you're not. Right? First of all, then you're a restaurateur. You're not, because you have to be passionate about people, but food, and you've got to combine the two. So you're not a chef. You're not just a spokesperson. You have to be both.
You're a host.
You're a host. That is the perfect word for it. And if somebody has compliments, then hopefully you get to hear about it. Because if they have any complaints, trust me, everybody says, there's the owner, there's the manager, please go and speak to me.
No pressure on the fact that I'm interviewing you, but you have a favorite customer? Or you prefer to say off camera?
Yo.
Don't worry, guys, it's me. I got it. I got it, and I got it on record.
No, I got quite a few. You know, Vuyo, quite frankly, we've seen the nicest people become the worst customers after certain amounts of alcohol and so forth. And then we've had people walking here very aloof, and we over exercise ourselves to bring them out of their shell, and they turn out to be the nicest people, you know. So we try not to judge a book by its cover. But basically, it's the customers that we've had a relationship with, that we've been able to get to know, and that have been able to get to know us.
Yeah.
And when the guy comes in and says, "Hey, Greg, how's it going?" I'm thinking, "Hi." Yeah. I can't always...
Coach, I think you should have taken that secret to the grave.
You know,
because I think you're going to have a few customers rolling and testing if you know their name.
Well, nobody knows who they are. So but yeah, you become that guy. You become that person, and that's what I want. We want this to become your safe space. Where am I going to go for a chow? I'm going to go to Del Gregos. I've had enough of the wife. I've had enough of the kids. I'm going to go and find a corner at Del Gregos. That's our goal.
Coach, so obviously we're trying to inspire the youth. Anybody who's young right now and wants to get into the restaurant business, what advice would you give to them?
Run. I'd love to tell them that you need to know what you're getting yourself into. It needs to be part of who you are. It's by no means easy, but it's hell of a rewarding. And if it is who you are, if you're a people's person, you enjoy making other people happy, you have a passion for food, this is a very rewarding business. It's not always the most profitable. Sure, there's big restaurants out there that make a lot of money, but I think you've got to think about why do you want to get into it, and start with that. And I will say that to any young person outside of the food chain. When they come to me and say to me, "I don't know what I want to do," my answer is always the same. What is your passion? I don't know. What's your passion? You like gaming? Yes. Find a way to make a career out of gaming. 100%. Because that, if you take your hobby, if you take your love and you make a business out of it, you'll never get bored with it. You won't job hop. You won't hate the Monday to Friday. You won't hate working for the man. You will enjoy what you're doing. So I would say to them, if food is your passion, if this is your passion, and if we can introduce them to it, by all means. That's our goal.
Okay. Coach, obviously, you know, here at Eagle's Eye Business Chamber, we have network events where we have like-minded people interacting with like-minded people. We also have a lifestyle element in which you can bring the whole family, make sure that nobody's left behind, from the kids to the wife. So tell me, if you had a platform like this when you were starting the restaurant business, how would you have leveraged that?
Sure. You know, when we had the restaurants, I would take the youth in and I would say to them, a certain percentage is theirs. It's yours, right? Here's the turnover we want to make, and every bit that you get over that, I will give you an incentive. Okay. Now, if somebody gave me that opportunity at 23 years old, I would have grabbed it with both my feet and both my hands. Right? I went through 11 managers between the two stores. None of the kids could cut it. It was either drinking or drugs or stealing or not appearing. So my point is, as a person, I would grab this, because this is who we are. Very much the same. We're all about the community. We're all about building a legacy. We're all about being there for everybody, so that everybody has a good time. You left out the dogs, by the way.
No, the dogs are welcome, and the cats too.
Animals, okay. So if I had that opportunity, I would market it to the best of my ability. You tell all your mates about it. You get it out there. You kids are, okay, sorry, I call you a kid, because you're not.
Don't worry, coach.
Are so you have got so much going for you because of technology. Older people like me, we battle with that, and we're a little bit afraid of it, and I speak for myself. But the amount of opportunity there is for you guys to get this kind of word out there and tell people, here's a safe space. Come and talk to the chamber. Come and speak to the chamber. See how they can assist you. See how you become a member. Same thing with the restaurant. How can you benefit from what I have to give you?
So, coach, just on that, before we end, I always like to ask our guests some fun questions. Tell me, when you're in a bad mood, what's a song that always gets you into a good space?
The heat is on.
The heat is on.
100%.
Who's that by?
I don't know. The movie was with Eddie Murphy. And I have visions of him hanging on a truck in a high-speed car chase. And my wife will tell you, when there's a long-distance trip and I'm feeling tired, I put on my driving music. And The Heat Is On is one of those.
It's on top of the list.
100%. So
maybe you can also give us a fun fact about you. Maybe you can explain to them why I call you coach.
I'm not telling you about the time I parked the lawnmower in the swimming pool, okay? That is between us.
It's between us.
No, so coach is a nickname you guys have come up with me simply because I introduced you to paddle. I'd like to think it's life coach as well, because I think that's longer lasting.
Depends. You have any quotes?
But do I have any quotes?
Yeah, if you want to be the life coach, you have to give us a quote. For now, it looks like you may just be the paddle coach.
Yeah, look, you put me on the spot because I'm nowhere near a paddle professional. But what I have learned, I'm happy to share. And if you guys take it to the next level, your producer is a bit of a protege at the sport. He took to it quite quickly. So if I can be the intro and you guys become the rising star, I'll be your ball boy, no problem.
Coach, don't worry, there's no producer there. It's just a floating phone. We don't know how to. It's magic of the chamber. We don't know how that's happening. You have a word of the day before we end off?
No, I just appreciate you guys being here. I really look forward to this relationship going forward. I've met you. I've met your family. I've met some really good people and like-minded people, and that excites me. To meet people that have got people's needs in their heart, people's needs in their they want to serve. We don't get that so much anymore.
No.
It gives us a bit of faith in humanity again, that we want to be there for each other.
Coach, just give us the address of your beautiful restaurant here.
So Del Gregos at the Clubhouse, 29.1 Peter Road in Reimsig, is where it's happening and where it's going to be happening even more. We thoroughly look forward to entertaining you and serving you. And we do functions. We do one-on-ones. We do kiddies' birthday parties. This is a function for the community.
Guys, 2 weeks ago, I was skinny as a twig. I had this man's biltong and cheese pizza, and now look at me, I'm a big boy. So come down to Del Gregos. Grego, thank you for the interview,
Appreciate
buddy.
it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. See, we're over now, poison. Yeah, cut. And they say, boy.